Hi, I'm Martina Markota, and I like to talk about arts and culture. So I have an amazing guest today. His name is Joe Fish
Hello.
from
Yes. Thank you,
Hi,
Martina.
hi.
Hi.
Yes. He runs the Artists for Trump Coalition, and let you explain a little bit about what Artists for Trump is about.
Well, we are the first art coalition established in favor of Trump, and that is we created the first open call back in 2016. And from my understanding, we are the only still functioning pro-Trump art uh, establishment. So
You might know my story about how I got blacklisted in the arts in New York City, and it ruined my career, absolutely ruined my career. So, what kind of artists do you guys have? Like, what is this about? What kind of thing are you trying to do here? Is it for people like me?
absolutely, yes, it's actually for everyone. Anyone who wants to join Artists for Trump Coalition may join. It's open to absolutely everyone. We have open arms. Um, we have some really impressive heavyweight artists. We have Scott Lebedo, Dr. Timothy Lim,
Mhm.
Gypsy Freeman, Richard Dion. We have Sabo. These are really heavy hitters. These are some fantastic artists.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
familiar with a few of them. I work with Timothy Lim. I mean, he did the Trump Space Force. Is that correct? That's the same
that's
Timothy
right.
Lim?
Yes, right. Yes,
Okay. And the Thump, which is really great. And Gypsy Freeman, I actually reached out, I think it's a her, right? I think I reached out
yes.
to her back in 2016, I think, is when she got attacked. I think they tried to revoke one of her prizes that she won. She won some competition, and they found out she was a Trump supporter. And her
That's
work
right.
is incredible. It's really, really good. It's really high fashion, really amazing stuff. So I vibe with a lot with her. And I've known Sabo for years, way back when Obama was president, if we can remember that now. And I was looking, hey, where are other conservative artists? Like, I don't know any. Are there any other ones? And I came across Sabo many, many years ago, and we've been pretty tight ever since on the internet. And so it's really amazing to see that you're doing some sort of coalition like this. I was hoping for something like this to happen.
Yes, there really needs to be a platform for what I consider the wave of the future.
Right.
This is the direction contemporary art is going, and these are the artists who really can see that, hey, these are the changes that are happening, and not everyone really gets it yet. But it's understandable because we're kind of censored in many ways. There's a lot of entities out there that really want to silence us, and that's very unfortunate. But hey, I'm here I put this together, this Artists for Trump Coalition, so that our voices can be heard, and we can have that kind of sense of unity. Because this is a movement. This is really it's a pro-Western movement. It's something that is kind of obvious when you step back and look at things from a macro perspective.
Right. Exactly. I'm really interested to see what this fight media bias is all about. So,
Well, yeah, it's kind of the media when you notice the mainstream American media, especially, but really Western media in general. It really it's very extreme in a anti-Western perspective, and it's so odd. It just doesn't represent really the Western uh, uh, ideals or values or vision of the future. They kind of have instead this this goal of kind of eliminating even people of indigenous Western descent, which is unethical to say the least.
right.
You have people within the New York Times, for example, who uh, have this, cancel white people thing going on. Really, and you can sum it up as that is the mission statement of the mainstream American media. It's wrong. It's unethical. We've personally been kind of sidelined and dismissed. We had a show, the Howard Community College show, and the Post, who interviewed me and many of the members in the show for close to a year, they decided they weren't going to have any reference to the show at all. So
Wow.
they're really they're not doing what their job is to shed light on reality. That they're trying to twist reality into their anti-Western agenda. It's unethical. Anyhow, the artists in our organization and the artists who are considering joining, they they think to us and they look to us and they say, hey, that's something. They have an argument. It's a real valid point. And the more you think about it, the more you realize, hey, this is not only is it the just and ethical way of looking at things, but we have the actual artistic movement itself. Yes, politics and aesthetics. There's actually an intertwining there.
Yeah,
And a lot of
absolutely.
people don't even realize that. Those with the extreme view of kind of a guilty West narrative, they kind of want to pin us in a corner and call us these horrible names because they want to create this view of the indigenous Westerner as someone who needs to be indefinitely punished for past misdeeds, and it's just, this is not something that's going to end. It will be an indefinite kind of punishment, for lack of a better term. So.
Yeah. So, what is this coalition? What exactly do you guys do? You're just researching and bringing together artists that are like-minded, or do you have another purpose for this kind of thing?
Well, really, I think we kind of share that kind of pro-Western view, and we see that is the future of contemporary art, and it's not sustainable for Westerners to be kind of suicidal in their attack of themselves. It's not the right. It's not just. It's not the right kind of mindset. So
Yeah, it's pretty degenerative. Yeah.
we're coming at from a completely different perspective, and we're actually becoming a real movement here, and it's becoming a real big deal. And as we grow, we get bigger. I'm impressed every day as the people continue to kind of trickle in and join, and it's something that I'm very proud of.
Where can people find you and join?
Well, we have a website, artistfortrumpcoalition.com, and that's our main website, and you can look up the website, and we have contacts there, and you can kind of peruse and browse all the winners we've had and see the open calls and things like that. So,
What is this open call?
Fight media bias, and it's we have till January 2019, so which actually isn't that far away. But
Okay.
so all those artists out there who are interested in considering, you have time to create something fantastic.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's different types of artwork as well. I mean, the left hugely focus on political stuff and degenerate things. They love ugly, they hate the beautiful. And so I see, like, in your list, I mean, there's people that do political stuff like Sabo, and Timothy has done some, Trumpy type things. And then you have people like Gypsy Freeman and myself, I would say, that are just artists. We're just focused on making beautiful, creative stuff, and in a way that is also saving the West, because how the left love to destroy. They love ugly. They hate the beauty. So people like Gypsy and myself, Lady Alchemy, love to create beauty and make something fabulous, even if it isn't directly Trump or political. So that's really exciting to see a variety of different stuff on your list.
Absolutely. Our artists, they come from all walks of life, and you don't have to have politics in your art specifically.
Right.
That's important.
Yeah. But I tend to think that our side does have a conservative way about it, even if it's not political. Like I said, beauty and bringing anything like that into the art is in a way saving the West. But what else do you see in contemporary art? Where do you see it going, and what do you see for our side of it going?
Well, let's see here. I I see. If you think about it, there's been lots of talk about where's the center of art now. You have critics like Matthew Collins who said a painting isn't the center anymore, and I kind of see that with anti-Western art.
Right.
Pro-Western art is the new center, or is where things will be gravitating towards, because any other way is not sustainable. You cannot be suicidal forever without eventually committing suicide. So we don't want to commit suicide.
Right.
We aspire for life, and we enjoy our life, and we want to kind of savor the moment of living, and focus on the good. So we are the power of good, and so Trump has opened us up to a new era, really. Middle America must be heard. The indigenous Western artists have a vast new landscape of self-discovery ahead of them. We have a purpose: identity rights. Identity rights is possibly the most just and righteous purpose. It is what makes us human, identity, and that we are human.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I'm really excited to see what happens with this coalition. I'll look into it. And you have some really amazing artists on there. And I hope to see you again soon. If you have anything else you want to say, throw it at me. There's your website.
Thank you very much, Martina. We'd love to have you join as well.
Yes, of course. That would be
great. We'd love to have you as a member. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. If you want to see more from me and the rest of the Rebel team, like and subscribe.